Well, the crypto markets have been pretty boring over the last several months, but there's things that you can actually do to have fun in this market, even though things are crazy right now and the markets aren't looking too good. And you can still make some money doing it. In today's video, we're going to look at an exciting project that you can have fun and potentially earn money while you're doing it. So hit that like button and let's jump into it. All right, today we're going to jump into a new project. This is going to be a little bit different than some of my other videos. We're going to take a look at a brand new project today. It's actually a really fun game that's on the Solana blockchain. And some of you may have heard of this one already. It's one of the most exciting blockchain games out there, and it's called SolPump Crash. Some of you may or may not have heard of it, but we're going to take a look at it here today. Let's jump into it here. So the website is SolPump.io, and if you're interested in playing this game, you guys can use my referral link below. It's just solpump.io/a/DCA, as in DCA crypto. So you guys can use that referral link if you want to. So SolPump Crash is a really fun game. We'll take a look at it here. I'll let you guys look at the website, and while I describe kind of what happens with it, as you can see, the rocket is taking off, and you can bet on the amount of X's that the rocket is going to give you. So if you love that heart-pounding moment where you're trying to cash out but for everything tanks, this game's got it. It's really sleek, it's fast, and surprisingly well built. And just a quick heads up, this video is made possible with the support of SolPump Crash, so I want to thank them for supporting this video, guys. I want to show you how to play this game because it is a lot of fun, but a big thanks to them for making this review happen. And I'll give you my honest thoughts on this because I do think that it is a fun game, but you got to be cautious about how you're playing the game, and there's different strategies in order to win at this game, so I want to share those with you and kind of go over the different possibilities. So we're going to break it down here. That SolPump Crash is basically a blockchain based game, and it's a blockchain based multiplier game built on the Solana network. So everything is on chain and it's fully transparent. There's no cheating on the game. There's no way for them to cheat you out of your funds. It's basically all random, but it is on the blockchain. So there's a multiplier that's actually determined before the game starts, and that's built in a seed that's on the blockchain. So that seed is locked on the blockchain, and that multiplier is already determined before the game starts. So there's no cheating involved, and there's no way to cheat the game. But we're going to show some different things on here where you can kind of potentially put the odds in your favor. Of course, there's nothing guaranteed, and this is a higher risk game, of course, so you do want to be careful, and you only want to bet what you're willing to use. And if you have a gambling problem, because this is like a casino game, you really shouldn't be playing games like this. If you have a gambling problem, you should get help for that. So, and I'm not trying to promote gambling on this channel, but this is a game that you can play and have fun, and if you're careful about how you do it, you shouldn't lose a lot of fun. So just don't make huge crazy bets that you're not willing to lose. So keep that in mind. This is a game and you can lose at it. So just be careful about how much you're putting into it. But you can have a lot of fun, and you can see a lot of people on this game. You can see these different bets here where people are betting, you know, like 0.4 Sol, 0.36 Sol, 0.28 Sol, and so on. And you bet before the game starts. I'll show you how to do that here. So as we look at the game here, it's starting a new round on the blockchain. I've already gone ahead and connected my Phantom wallet to this, and you can see that the current payout is at 1.4 and 1.5 and climbing. And you gotta, the key is it's cash out. See, the game's over. They cashed out at 1.66x. So if you didn't cash out before 1.66x, you would have lost your funds. So sometimes if you look at these numbers at the top of the screen here, you can see it at one point it did a 6.48x. Here it did a 13x, here it did a 195x, and here it did a 991x. So the potential to make some huge profits are there, but you also see there are some smaller amounts like 1.15x, and if you didn't cash out before that during this game, you would have lost your funds. So you have to be careful. This one here, 1.01x. So if you basically, you know, almost had no chance of cashing out for this one, and it's all completely random. You don't know what it's going to do, so you want to be careful about when you're cashing out and try to judge it accordingly. All right, so I'm going to bet a 0.005 Solana. It's about $1, just as an easy example bet for you guys, so you guys can see how to play this. And I'll just place the bet here, and I've got my Solana wallet connected, and you just confirm the transaction. And then you confirm it again. Basically, it's going to start the round here, and then I have to guess as to when I should be getting out. But they're going to start a new round here. and I'm going to cash out. So I made about a 1.5x or something like that. So my cash out was received 0.0074, so I got my cash out with that. So it made a 3x, so you know I got out about half of that, so that's pretty good. We'll do another example here. I'll do 0.0, let's do 0.01, and I'll place my bet here. We'll see how this goes. I'm just going to go ahead and confirm it. And then after you do your first bet, you only have to confirm it once. So I've placed my bet of 0.01 Solana, and the round is going to start here, and I have to guess on when to cash out. And so I'm going to cash out again at 1.5, about 1.5. And I made it just in time. I think it was like 1.49. Yep, 0.149. So I cashed out just in time on that one. So you guys can see how to play this. And I could have lost because it could have just hit, you know, 1.1x, and I could have lost my funds. But you guys can see, you know, it's pretty simple to play. But you got to be careful about how much you're betting. So some of these are going to be big multipliers. Some of them are going to be small multipliers. So you never know what you're going to get. And it's just a risk-reward game that you have to play. So this one's going pretty crazy here. It's going at a 4x, 5x, and so on. It's just climbing and climbing and climbing. We'll see how high this one goes. So you can see that some of these go absolutely crazy. Now, I would never be able to hold on for this long. So, you know, especially if you're betting with more funds, you just got to be careful. You never know what this game is going to do. It can go absolutely crazy, or it can, you know, end, like I said, at 1 point something x. So you just have to be careful. And there it went to 18.92x. So 18.92x on that one. So you can turn on advanced betting, and then you can bet like a progressive cash out, or you could do max. So it's just a matter of what you want to do. But I'm doing a 10% bet on this. So you can do auto cash out here. You can set this to whatever you want. I think this next one's going to be a small one, so I'm going to bet 10% at 1.1, and that'll automatically cash out at a 1.1 multiplier unless it ends before that. And I'm going to bet 10% of my Solana on this, and then it should automatically cash out at 1.1x. So there it goes. It should have automatically cashed out for me there. And we'll see how high it climbs here. Just wanted to play it safe with that. So yeah, it automatically cashed out at 1.1x. And you can see the reward just came through for that. So this one ended at 2.65x. So you just never know what it's going to do. But you can play around with the different features on here. So you can go to your profile, and you can actually click on your profile and go to statistics, and then it'll show your stats. So I played 3 games. Total SOL wagers was 0.025 SOL, or $4.65, and then I'm net profit in $1.55. So you can see how that works on here. I'm going to go ahead and place a little bit bigger bet on this one. Okay, so I'm going to place a bet here of 0.05 Solana at a cash out of 1.4x. I'm going to go ahead and place the bet on here and accept the transaction. So it's about to start. Let's see if it gets to 1.4x. And the game's about to start here. Come on, 1.4x. And I got it. I got my 1.4x. And 1.48. So I got out just in time on that one. Right before it was 1.48x. So I got out just in time. So you can see, you know, you got to be careful what you're betting on. It's pretty fun to play. It's very addictive, so you got to kind of be careful of that. Don't go too crazy with it, of course, but really fun game. Of course, this one's going to take off to like who knows how many x, but I don't want to bet on those big multipliers just in case. But I guess if you're betting just a small amount, you know, maybe you put a little more risk in there if you're betting a real tiny amount that you're willing to lose. So just kind of keep that in mind. So the interface is actually really smooth. As you guys can see, it's very, very user-friendly and real easy and clean. Honestly, it's one of the smoothest games that I've ever played and tested on Solana so far. So basically, this is one of those games that can be very addictive and very fun. There's a few big reasons that I think SolPump Crash is worth checking out for sure. So what's important is that every crash on the game is actually recorded and verifiable on the blockchain. So there's no cheating. There's a seed that's saved in the blockchain. Everything's verifiable. It's lightning fast. And, you know, the game is super fast. Being on Solana, the speed is, you know, it's pretty much instant. So you don't have to worry about lag and all that in the Solana blockchain. So it can make a huge difference. There's no delays in the game. So you want something that's running smooth and running fast. So it's also really low fees because each bet is just a really low fee and very small gas fees on Solana, and it has instant payouts. It pays to your wallet immediately. So you're getting those funds right away. You're not having to wait like a day or two to like claim those funds. You're getting them to your wallet instantly. And they're actually very active. The project is very active on social media, and they do have a lot of giveaways on their social media as well, so definitely check them out. So my honest take on SolPump after playing and testing it is that it's one of those games that's really simple, and the fact that it's actually transparent and on the blockchain gives it a lot more credibility than some of the other crash-style games out there. So, of course, it's still gambling, so you want to be careful and play responsibly. Treat it like entertainment or fun, not like a way to make guaranteed profits, so just be careful of that. And I want to thank SolPump for providing me funds to play the game and show you guys how to play it, and for sponsoring the video, guys. But like I said, it is a very, very fun game that you guys definitely want to check out, and they definitely deliver on the game, and it runs really smoothly. So go ahead and check out SolPump, guys. The link will be in the description below. If you guys want to use my referral link, I would appreciate it. But go ahead and check them out. It is a really fun game. I recommend it. Just be careful how much you're spending on it, of course, because you can lose your funds. So just be careful of that. Treat it like a fun thing to do, not just some way to guarantee to make money. But that's all I've got for today's video, guys. I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and we'll see you on the next video.